George Wright has been called a lot of things: an escaped murderer, a militant, a hijacker, and for the past 41 years, a fugitive. Now you can just call him captured. Wright has been arrested in Portugal. Here again is Bob Orr with the details of Wright's double life and how U.S. authorities finally tracked him down.
Neighbors in this small town near Lisbon, Portugal, knew him as Jorge dos Santos, a friendly man who lived in this house and did odd jobs. But Jorge was really George Wright, a convicted killer who had been on the run for 41 years. Wright escaped from a New Jersey prison in 1970, but became an international criminal celebrity 2 years later, when he and 4 other militants from the so-called Black Liberation Army hijacked this Delta jetliner. In the July 1972 standoff, the hijackers took 82 passengers and 2 flight attendants as hostages on a flight from Detroit to Miami.
Did the hijackers say where they wanted to go, or did you talk with them at all?
No, Stewardess said they wanted to go to Algiers.
Wright, who witnesses say had dressed as a priest, demanded $1 million ransom. Television covered the drama.
The First National Bank of Miami collected the $1 million in $50 and $100 denominations and handed it over to 2 FBI agents.
The hijackers demanded that the agents strip down to T-shirts and bathing suits to prove they were not carrying weapons. The cash then was traded for the hostages, and the jetliner headed to Boston and then on to Algiers. His accomplices were caught 4 years later in France, but Wright became a ghost. And his case was largely forgotten until an FBI U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force decided to take a fresh look in 2002. Ultimately, a fingerprint on file in Portugal gave up his secret. George Wright was arrested in this house Monday without incident. Bob Orr, CBS News, Washington.
Bob tells us that fingerprint was tracked down by the Marshals Service after the Marshals got a tip that Wright was in Portugal.